folks, how are you doing? It's Mr. Carter here, ready to do Fluency and Skills Practice Lesson 4. So go ahead and put your name on this paper if you haven't yet. And let's begin. Okay, so we are using different strategies to add for this sheet of homework. And I just upon a quick glance, noticed that for questions 1, 2, and 3, we are adding 6,215 every single time. So that's going to help me figure out the answers to these problems, because I'm going to do number 1, and then I'm going to look at what I got for number 1 and find an answer for number 2. And then I'm going to look at what I got for number 2, and that'll help me get an answer for number 3. So yeah, and then I also noticed the same is this. It's also the same for questions 4, 5, and 6. In this case, we're adding 6,871 each time. And it's the same for 7, 8, and 9. So again, down here, we're adding 1,491 every single time. So just wanted to point that out before we start. So for number 1, we're adding 4,000 plus 6,215. So we could do the traditional algorithm, which is just starting with the 1. So 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 2 is 2. Don't forget your comma. And then 4,000s plus 6,000s is 10,000s. I mean, we could have easily, let me just zoom in here a little bit. So we could have easily just looked at the thousands, since we're adding 4,000 to this one. And we could have said, okay, well, 4,000s plus 6,000s is 10,000s. And then the rest, 215. So now what I'm noticing with number 2 is that, again, we're adding that same number here at the bottom. But this time, instead of adding 4,000, we're adding 4,010, which tells me we could take our answer that we got for number 1 and just add 10 to it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And that's kind of like a little bit of a shortcut. So it's going to be 10,000. And then 200s. And then when we get to the 10s, we have 110. We're just going to add another 10 to make it 25. And we just added 10 more. So if we think about it as counting by 10s, well, we have 15, and then over here we have 25, because we just added an extra 10. So that's one way to do it. You could have also did this traditional algorithm. So 0 plus 5 is 5. Oops, sorry, I didn't line up my numbers here. 1 plus 1 is 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. And then 4 plus 6 is 10. So again, that's just some different strategies. So now I noticed something interesting with number 3. So if we are thinking about way back to 4,000 over here, we're adding 121, which is adding one more 100, two more 10s, and one more 1. So again, we could just start, if you wanted to, just again with the same 10,000. And I'm looking at this answer here. So we have one more 100, so that makes it 300. And then now we have 2 more 100s. So then that's going to make it 30. Sorry, 2 more 10s. So we had 1 10 over here. We're adding 2 10s here. That makes it 3 total 10s. And now we're adding 1 more 1. And since we had 5 1s over here, we're going to have 6 1s over here. Now, we can, if you want to double check it with the traditional algorithm, I'm going to show you what to do that here. So we have 4,121 plus 6,215. So 1 plus 5 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. Don't forget your comma. 4 plus 6 is 10. So we have 10,336. So I just double checked my strategy with the traditional algorithm, and sure enough, that's what I got. So again, just different strategies to help you look at questions 1 through 3. Hi friends, again, so we're now going to questions 4, 5, and 6. And again, I'm noticing that we're adding this the same number every time. So we're adding 6,871 on question 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to start with the 3,000 plus 6,871. So again, since we're adding just the thousands, we can go 6,000 plus 3,000 is 9,000. And then we take the 871 and just bring it down. Okay. And again, we could do traditional algorithm where we go 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 7 is 7, 0 plus 8 is 8, and there's no trading or carrying over, by the way. 6 plus 3 is 9. So we have 9,871. Now notice something interesting here. I notice that this time we're adding 2,999, which is one less than 3,000. So what we can do, boys and girls, is we can take the answer we got for 3,000 and take one away, because 2,099 is one away from 3,000. So I saw that we got 9,871 here. So very quickly I can go, okay, well the answer is 9,870 because I just took away 1. Now for number 6, again, we can take a look at this. And I'm seeing that 2,990 is 10 away from 3,000. So once again, I can take my answer that I got for 3,000 and take away 110. So that makes it 9,861. And if you wanted to check that again with the traditional algorithm, I could go like this. Oopsie, let me go fix my papers here. All right, so I can again go 2,990 plus 6,871, and then just again start with the ones. 0 plus 1 is 1. 9 plus 7, well I know that's 16. Now this time we do have to carry over. All right. 9 plus 1, that equals 10, plus another 8 is 18. Carry the 1. 6 plus 2 plus 1 is 9,000. And don't forget your comma. So again, 9,861, which is what we got. So again, just a couple different strategies to look at questions 4, 5, and 6. So now we're working on questions 7, 8, and 9. And yeah, we are adding the same number every time in this case too, 1,491 every time with these 3 problems. So we could kind of use some of these strategies that I was talking about earlier. But here's what I'm noticing. I'm noticing that the numbers aren't as friendly to work with as like 3,000, for example. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the traditional algorithm for these ones. So again, it's 0 plus 1 is 1. 9 plus 2 is 11. So that's where we need to carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. And 5 plus 1 is 6. So our answer here is 6,511. Don't forget your comma. All right, again, 0 plus 1 is 1. 9 plus 9, that's a doubles, and I know that double 9 is 18. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9, that's a nice combination of 10. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 4 is 14. Carry the 1. 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. So there we go. Don't forget your comma. So our answer here is 6,481. And lastly, number 9. 0 plus 1 is 1. 5 plus 9 is 14. Carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10 again. Plus 4 is 14. Carry the 1. 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. So 6,441. All right, so that's for 789. And then I'm looking at question 10. And it's asking you to think about one of the problems and what strategies did you use to solve the problem. So explain. So I liked what we did here for question 5, where we started with our answer of 3,000, and I knew that 2,999 was 1 away from 3,000, so I just subtracted 1 from the 3,000 answer to get the 2,999 answer. And that's what I explained here in a sentence. So it says here, in problem 5, I knew that 2,999 was 1 less than 3,000. So I took my answer for number 4 and subtracted 1. So again, you might have chosen a different number to explain how you, added that and explained your strategies. And then lastly, for number 11, excuse me, it says, check your answer to problem 6 by solving it with a different strategy. Okay, so you want to look at question 6 and solve it a different way. Maybe you like a number line. Maybe you like partial sums. Whatever strategy works best for you. So I'm not going to answer that because everyone's answers will be a different way. So there's no right answer here. Same thing with number 10, actually. There's no right answer for number 10. It's just thinking about a strategy you used. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. And if you have questions, please reach out to your teacher. Take care.